Howdy folks, Nathan Adlin here with TFL Now. You must be watching it because this is Ask Nathan, and it's a very special episode because we're at the 2016 SEMA show in Las Vegas. And behind me, Best Top Jeeps. Best Top, by the way, is a neighbor of ours. They're right up in Colorado, just a few minutes away from our office. Coming up next, lots of questions I'm going to be answering right here from the SEMA show.
You saw it first on the fast lane car.
Kind of an interesting thing because this is our 4th year covering SEMA, TFL Car and TFL Truck. This is actually the 50th anniversary of SEMA show. So it's a special program. And for those of you who don't know, basically this is a gathering of aftermarket components that are on display for professionals. Now, this goes to our first question, which is, how do you get into the SEMA show? Well, it's not like a car show. You can't just buy tickets and walk in. You have to be involved in the industry in order to gain access. But with that being said, we've been seeing lots of people who I'm pretty sure aren't exactly industry standard. To continue, for those of you who are curious to get in here, if you worked at a garage or if you're a fabricator or if you worked at an automaker or auto dealer or a detail shop, paint shop, there are ways you can find to get into this show. Now, I highly recommend it if you are interested in actually buying these components. And the cool part is that SEMA isn't just something for the United States. It's actually an international show. There are more languages spoken here than at the United Nations. And what's really cool about it is that you get the opportunity to see what other people are building in other markets that may not even be available in your market. I've seen a lot of people from China, Japan, seen some guys who are Swedish, a couple Russians running around here, including our own Russian. It's been an excellent show for just learning about these components and who builds them. So if you're interested in coming here, you really do have to have some form of bona fides to actually get in. You can't just walk in and you can't buy scalp tickets. They don't exist. You have to go through all the trouble to get one of these. I'm so happy about this next question. This is Jalita. So what's the question you have for the audience?
Oh, so do you happen to know what Jeeps will be on display for this year at SEMA 2016?
The Jeeps that are going to be on display at SEMA for 2016?
Do you know?
Oh my goodness, almost every single Jeep they have. On top of that, they're going to have 6 or 5 different aftermarket buildups, and they have Jeeps like these behind us. There must be about 1,000 Jeeps at SEMA.
They are beautiful.
So this is pretty cool. This is from ATC Truck Covers, and they build in-bed storage units and toppers. This is a bug-out truck, an F-150, and it certainly looks it. Now, speaking of Ford, we actually have a question. Mr. Nathan, I'm cross-shopping a Dodge Durango RT and the Ford Explorer Sport. Thoughts? What should I consider? Mike, it's a really good question. First of all, I prefer the Durango RT because it's a little bit more enjoyable to drive, but if you want speed, the Sport is fast. It's an EcoBoost, all-wheel drive. Basically think of it as a Taurus SHO wagon. That's what it really is. But in terms of overall usability and daily driving, I would go for the Durango. I really like that vehicle, and I feel that it's a little bit more of a driver-friendly car because it's rear-wheel drive bias. Thanks for the question. So the next question for Ask Nathan comes from Daniel, and Daniel wanted to know, why are there so many crossovers and why are body-on-frame vehicles going away? And it's really simple. It's lighter, it's quicker, it's cheaper. Bottom line, it's kind of expensive to actually build a frame and bolt a truck to a frame. Also, it's heavier when you do that usually. A lot easier just to build the whole thing, shoot it out the door, make less time to build it, and more time to drive it. So one of the questions we get a lot, and I wanted to answer this, is when is the Jeep Wrangler pickup truck coming? Not yet. Yeah, no, there you go. If you don't mind spending about the same price that you'd pay for a Lamborghini, you're able to get a vehicle like this. And this one's fully Rhino lined, which is really cool, but it's not exactly what the new Jeep Wrangler pickup truck is going to look like. But it does look pretty cool, doesn't it? The final question comes from me. What do you think this is? I want you guys to figure it out. What's really cool, by the way, is that it is almost completely rhino-lined on the outside. But I wanted you guys to look this up and figure it out because, frankly speaking, six-wheel drive vehicles are really cool and we don't have enough of them in the United States. Thank you so much for joining me. Don't forget to go back to TFL Now every week for Ask Nathan. I'll see you next time.